Hello and welcome. My name is Kirsty and I'll be guiding you today through just a short little flow, little flow to moon. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started in child's pose. So taking the knees out wide, feet come together, send the hips back, walk the hands out in front of you and let the forehead rest on the mat. Chest becomes heavy and falls closer to the ground. Inhale deeply and then exhale through the nose. Really filling that belly. With every inhale, you should feel the belly expand. And then exhale, let it all the air out. Let's breathe in together through the nose and out through the nose for a 4-count breath. So breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to your natural breath, natural rhythm. Just tuning into anything you may be feeling, and then giving yourself permission to really be here in this moment. If you'd like, you can set an intention for this practice. I always sit in the present tense. It can be as simple as I am here, I'm present, I'm grateful, I'm loved. See what word comes to you. And then know that you can come back to it anytime through this practice and that you already have it. Let's lift up onto the fingertips, stretching to the triceps. And then release. Slowly coming up to an easy seat. You can place the hands on the knees, palms face up, ready to receive. Keeping the eyes soft or closed. Let's gently bring the chin towards the chest, lengthening through the back of the neck. Take that right ear over to the right shoulder. And then release, come back through center, chin to chest. Left ear over to the left shoulder. Release, chin to chest. Right ear back over to the right shoulder. You can lift the chin gently this time, and even place that right hand very gently on the head, just to lengthen the neck. And then release, letting the chin come back to center. Moving over to the left one more time. Left ear to left shoulder. Lift the chin and take any variation that you prefer. Just release, come back to center. And slowly begin to roll the head up one vertebra at a time. Let's inhale, lift the hands up. Hands meet, and then exhale, bring them down to center heart. We'll walk the hands in front of you, coming onto all fours. So sitting up correctly, you want to really ground down through those hands, spread the fingertips out wide, and press the weight into the L shape between the thumb and the forefinger. protecting the wrists when we're on our hands in yoga. Hips are over the knees. Let's move through a few cats and cows. So drop the belly, lift the chest, inhale. And then exhale, round through the upper back. Pushing into the ground with the hands. Inhale, cat, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Open up the heart, exaggerate the movements, and then exhale, cat. One more of these at your own breath. Let it guide you. Then we'll come back to a neutral spine. Taking the right foot and pushing those toes into the ground. Let's rock back and forth, waking up those calf muscles. And we'll slowly begin to lift that foot up, keeping it flexed. And bring it back down. Let's kickstand the left leg out to the side to create a bit of a kickstand, sitting up for modified side plank. We'll push the right foot into the ground, creating a long straight line from the foot all the way up. You can reach up and stretch long. We're going to go into modified floating half moon. So lifting that back foot up, keeping the toes flexed. You can just lift it gently off the ground like so. And slowly begin to bring the foot a little bit forward so you can see it will help with balance. Really engaging the core here will help keep your balance. Keeping that core tight. Stretch long, this foot is very engaged. And then we'll release, coming back down and go into side plank and then all the way back down to all fours. Resetting, finding your foundation. We'll send back the left toes and push them into the ground, rocking back and forth. Slowly begin to lift them up off the ground, keeping the foot flexed, finding a long straight spine. Like you're standing on the wall behind you, and then release. Coming into side plank, we're going to kickstand that right foot out to the side, pushing into the ground with the left foot and opening up for side plank. Take it long, stretching long from the fingertips all the way down to the foot. You really want to engage the core here so you're not dumping into your shoulder or the wrist, and your weight is in those forefingers and thumb. Let's open up into half moon, so lifting that back foot, keeping the toes flexed, bringing them slightly in front so you can see them if you look down. Open up the chest, inhale. And exhale, coming back down. All the way down to all fours. Let's take the knees out wide, toes come together. Left hand in the middle of the mat. Inhale, lift up the right hand. And then exhale, thread the needle. Pushing into the ground with the left hand to find a little bit of space and find that edge. Let's inhale, lift up. And then exhale, replace the right hand with the left. Inhale, lift up the left hand. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, lift up all the way. And then exhale, We'll sit back for child's pose. Take a moment to come back to your breath. Remember your intention. From here, we're going to push back into down dog. So let's spread the fingertips and push them into the ground. Come up onto the knees and then push back for our first down dog. You can walk the legs out a bit in this first one. And then we'll bring the feet under hips. Inhale, lift the heels up. And then exhale, send them closer to the mat. Shoulders are rotated away from the ears and down the back. You're pushing very firmly into the ground with the hands, pulling the hips back and up. Eye gaze is between the feet. We'll move into a plank pose, so coming forward to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, lift up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Let's move forward to plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Let's bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Lift up the right foot, keeping it flexed. And then swing it through for easy lunge. Lift up, inhale, and then we'll open up into warrior two. So rotate that back foot, 90-degree angle from the front foot. Giving a 90-degree bend in the knee. Strong arms. Inhale, and then exhale, sink a little bit deeper into those hips. Let's reverse our warrior. So flip the front palm and send it overhead, keeping a 90-degree bend in that front knee. Imagine you're grabbing onto a beach ball here, or if you'd like, you can rest the left hand on the ground. Moving into half moon, we'll transition our weight to that front foot and slowly begin to lift up the back foot, keeping it flexed and engaged as you lift it up. Opening up the hands. If you have a block here, you could grab onto a block or otherwise float, finding your half moon. Your lifted leg is a little bit forward so that if you look towards it, you can see the toes still. Play with this pose. Find your drishti. It will help you balance. Engage the core like we did in the beginning of the flow. And then release. Let's come into standing needle. We'll bring the knees together. Straighten out the hips so they're level. And then send that left leg up towards the sky for standing needle. You can grab onto the ankle if you'd like to play with the balance, or keep the hands on the floor. Good, release, bringing that foot down to the mat, and then stepping back, foot lower down, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up dog. Exhale, push back, down dog. Feet come together at the back of the mat. Let's lift up the left foot, keeping it flexed. And then swing it through for easy lunge. Inhale, lift up the chest. Lift your eye gaze, and then opening up into warrior two. We'll rotate that back foot, 90-degree angle, and then open up to our warrior two. When you look down, you should be able to see that big toe, so this knee is pulling back. Hips are over, the shoulders are over the hips. Strong arms. Eye gaze is just over the front fingertips. Stand grounded, stand tall. Strong and brave. Reversing the warrior, we'll flip the front palm and send it overhead. Finding your strength here. And then transitioning into half moon, the weight goes to that front foot. Slowly begin to lift the back foot Lift up, keeping those lifted toes flexed, the leg is engaged. Engage your core and find your balance. Coming into standing needle, we'll bring the hands down to the ground, tuck that knee in to level off the hips, and then send the right foot up to the sky for standing needle. Playing with your balance here, you can bring the hands to the ankle. And then release, hands come to the ground, feet meet. You can step or hop back, plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Coming down to child's pose, finding your breath, finding your intention. Let's walk the right hand out to the right a little bit. Place the left hand on top, stretching through the left side body here. Coming back through center. And then take the left hand out to the side, place the right hand on top, stretching through the right side body. Coming back through center. Let's come up onto those fingertips again, stretching through the triceps and shoulders. Just a different sensation. And we'll slowly begin to come up to seated position. We're going to take the legs out wide for wide leg stretch. You can ground down through those hips, sitting down firmly into the ground. Sit up tall, inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, we'll slowly begin to walk the hands forward, just folding forward gently, going as far as you can go without rounding or straining the back or neck. Soften or close the eyes and just let yourself be here for a moment. Slowly begin to walk the hands back towards you, bringing the feet together. We'll reach forward like you're grabbing onto something you want. Hold on to it firmly and then roll back. One vertebra at a time, coming into sleeping tiger. Allow the hands and the feet to feel weightless. And at the same time, feel grounded and held by the ground beneath you. When you're ready, releasing down and finding Shavasana. Taking the legs out to the outer edges of the mat. Hands face up. You can soften or close the eyes. Just notice your breath. Tuning into the constants in your life, the inhale and the exhale. Breath is always there for us to come back to when the world starts moving too fast and crazy. Inhale and exhale. taking a few moments here for yourself, and I'll guide you back. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and toes, gently coming back to your body. We'll roll over to one side, so you can roll over to the right. Preparing to start again. And we'll all come up and find a seated position. Taking a moment to notice how different you might be feeling. More like your true self. And then know you can always come back to this feeling as you move through the day. Just by finding your breath. Taking a moment to reconnect to yourself. Let's inhale, lift the hands up together. And then exhale, bring them down to center heart. The light in me loves, honors, and sees the light in you. When you're in that space in you, and I'm in that space in me, we are one. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this flow and you're feeling relaxed and can take this energy into the rest of your day and week. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel, and that way you'll get notified whenever I create a new video for you. Thanks. See you soon.